What's up, PMP gang?
So as you can see, we haven't dropped any videos for like 6 days. I'm sure a lot of y'all are like, where y'all been? What y'all been doing? I'm like, what's going on? So life hits you sometimes, you know. We try to be as consistent as we can. We've been really consistent lately. We appreciate everybody supporting us the way y'all do, but you know, life hits you sometimes, you know.
If a lot of you paid attention to the last video that we posted, y'all will understand why we haven't been posting since that video. And also, if y'all follow us on Instagram, this is why we always tell y'all this. You guys will know exactly what happened and what's going on as to why we haven't been posting.
Right.
So unfortunately, last week on Monday morning, I got a phone call from my mom that my stepfather had passed away. So that, of course, y'all know that's very devastating news.
Now, I woke up that morning, and I usually get up. She gets up earlier than me sometimes, a lot of times. So she'll go like in another room or something while I'm sleeping. So I woke up. I was like talking to my brother. We were talking about some business stuff, and then I walk in the room just out of nowhere. Had I been in there already?
I'm not sure.
I don't think I even had walked in there at all that morning. Just like it just so happens that the moment that I walked in was the moment that her mom told her, and I felt really bad.
So me and my mom just on the phone just crying, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, I've never really heard my mom cry like that ever in my life, like ever. I still can't believe it, you know. I did go to the funeral service. We buried him on Thursday, and everything just happened so fast, from him passing away to going to the service, and it just happened so fast. And I'm just like still lost for words with it. I feel like just being around family and his family and things like that actually helped me a lot in this process, because I have been around a lot of family since it's happened, from his side to my side, like family that I haven't seen in years, like I've actually been able to bond with over the past weekend. And that really helped. Like I had my brother that I haven't even seen or talked to in almost 8 years. And my niece came, everybody went to go see my mom and my grandmother, because of course, since this happened, it's been taking a toll on my mom a lot. So we all went to like check on her, and it was random. Like everybody just went to see her. My sister, I saw my nieces and nephews. Like it was definitely something needed, it was like a bittersweet type of moment. It's like, dang, this happened, but this actually like fulfilled me. Like it definitely gave me, a lot of just, love and just comfort.
Yeah, we went to Atlanta. When we leave out? Thursday?
We left Wednesday night. We
left for Atlanta Wednesday. We didn't even know like really about the exact time of everything that was going on, so it was quick. We left out Wednesday night at like 7 o'clock, because the funeral was the next day at 1, right?
Yeah. So
it's a 12-hour drive from Houston.
Yeah. So
we drove for 12 hours. Like once we got to be 5 a.m., I was driving the whole way. She was asleep. She already had a bunch of stuff to do that day. She was like all day grinding,
working on my business and stuff the whole day.
She was working on her business the whole day. So I drove from 7 p.m. to 5 in the morning. And once it was like 5 in the morning, I'm like, bruh, I'm falling asleep, swerving. Like, I'm like, you know what? I can't drive no more. So we just pulled over into a random was it a gas station?
I think so. It was a hotel, like parking lot.
Oh, we just pulled into a hotel parking lot.
I just went to
sleep for like 5 hours, something like that. And then it was like 10 in the morning, and that's when we realized that we were still 2 hours out of Atlanta. So
we just had to get it because we barely made the funeral service, because
it wasn't in Atlanta.
We realized it wasn't in Atlanta. It was actually in Sandersville, which is like 2 hours away.
Extra far.
Extra 2 hours that we had to drive. So we had to get ready in the car, go stop at a gas station, get ready. I did my makeup in the car.
Brushing our teeth, changing our clothes in the bathroom at Love's.
Yeah,
gas station.
It was something. So we got there because the funeral service started at 1. So the GPS put us at like 1:09ish. So I let my cousin know, because they didn't even know I was coming. I didn't tell nobody I was going. We got there, and I did let my cousin know that morning. If I hadn't hit her, I wouldn't have known where to go. That's the reason why I hit her, because I'm like, where's the service at, And just to let y'all know, my mom, she was the one in the background more so putting this together. She really couldn't go to the funeral service. She just couldn't do it. Like, she's very weak, and just losing her husband was something that was very devastating to her. So she felt like you know, physically she just couldn't do it. Emotionally she couldn't do it, which I can understand that. So I was the one who represented, you know, my mom and my family that couldn't make it. And when I got there, they had already had a seat for me waiting for me to come. And I sat down right in the front next to my stepsister. The service was really quick. Like I said, everything was just so quick.
Because we missed, you know, a good portion of it.
Well, actually, it was just starting. It was literally just starting. Yeah. It was just starting.
They'd already seen him, though.
Yeah, they saw his body at the funeral home.
Oh.
So, yeah, everybody had already saw his body at the funeral home.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
So, when I got there, you know, the casket was closed. So I'm like, okay, well, I probably won't get to see him. But my cousin was telling me, she said that at the end, when he's done with the sermon or whatever, she was like, he's gonna let you see him. So I was like, okay. And then, you know, of course, when it was done, they opened it, and you know, I saw him. And that just, for me, I just, you know, I don't know, I couldn't believe it still. I'm like, this is really real. Like, this is Jeff. This is like my stepdad, like my friend, you know, the person I used to joke with, the person that I used to go to for advice, like my dad, you know, because Jeff was just like, he was definitely like a great father figure, you know, in my life. And he came into my life at a very young age. I was like, what, 15, 16 maybe? Jeff came into my life, and then he came into my life at a time where I struggled with accepting men around me and my sister, and even my mom. Like, I hated seeing her with boyfriends and stuff like that. And so Jeff had to kind of, you know, wear on me. Like, I had to get used to him and his character, his personality. And I will say that he was a very, very solid man. Like, you know, he was always dressed so nice, always sharp, always on point, always had so much like wisdom and words of encouragement. He spoke very, very well, like very highly of just, you know, life. You know, he was always so full of life, always a life for the party, just always just so big, you know. And it's just so many memories that I have, and it's crazy because I can still hear his voice in my head, like the way he used to say my name, like Leah, because he had like a real deep, raspy voice. And I don't know, man, I'm gonna miss Jeff so much. It's like tough. Like I said, I still can't believe it. It's so crazy that it happened at a time like this, like, you know, where you would think that, you know, life is just so great and things are just going so well, and then all of a sudden this randomly just happens, you know. And for y'all that are wondering, like, the cause of death was just natural causes. Like, there was no explanation. It was just like he was sitting up, you know, in his wheelchair, and that's how they found him the next day. And my mom was on the phone, because see, my mom is actually in Louisiana right now with my grandmother, because my grandmother was sick at one point. So my mom was there taking care of her and, you know, tending to her. And my stepdad never, you know, he was supposed to go with her, like, eventually, but unfortunately he never made it there. Like, the night before it happened, my mom was talking to my dad on the phone about like coming there, you know what I'm saying, to help out and stuff like that. And that's what they were planning on doing, and it just never happened. And I feel like if he would have made it to Louisiana with my mom, it would have never happened. But then, you know, again, things happen on God's timing. We can never say that, you know, if this wouldn't happen, this would have happened, because everything happens for a reason, and everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. This whole situation has opened my eyes just to a lot, like even just health wise and just family, like loving family and just being around family. I was even talking to my cousins about, hey, we need to be closer to each other. Me and my sister was talking about this, like, we need to be closer to each other, because you just never know when somebody's gonna leave you. You just never know. It's so much death happening. I had one of my friends who was actually one of my childhood best friends. She lost her best friend, so me and her were in Atlanta at the exact same time for the same reason. She lives in Detroit. We went to Atlanta that same weekend for the same exact thing, for a funeral. Different funerals. She went to her best friend's funeral, and I went to my stepdad's. So we came together. I was able to see her, and just having that love around me from friends and, like I said, family and all that stuff. I even connected with my stepsister, who's my stepdad's daughter, and, you know, we talk, we text now, and, you know, she wants to come and visit. Like, I want to keep that bond close. I feel like Jeff definitely left me and my mom and my family with a family that we'll always call family. Like, I feel like his family will, like, from the day I met them, like, they were so welcoming and loving and just amazing people. Like, I've never had a problem with his family ever.
Yeah, I'll say that, you know, I met him I had met some of them already in Atlanta when we lived there, but everybody was really nice, really accepting, just positive. You know, it was a rough day. You know, that we were having like a really tough day, but it was good vibes though. Like, cause after the service, we went to the repast, and everybody ate and stuff like that. And we had put that video out that y'all saw, and some of them had actually seen that.
Yeah, and they were so happy. They were just so happy. I'll put the clip in here. One of my aunts, she actually was like expressing how that video, like, they watch it over and over and over and over and over, because that is Jeff, y'all.
We laugh, and I watched it over and over and over. And thank y'all for that.
No
and
problem.
even the video of where he wrapped her foot. Leah, he was telling you, now you got to pat it now. You don't rub it. Then he started rubbing it. So y'all, please watch their video.
Yes.
A lot of it recently that she's been posting have been about Jeff.
Yes. That is Jeff's personality. That's how he is. He don't play about family. He don't play about me. Like, he's very like straight up, straightforward.
That's like a whole video that displays him that they can watch. You know how like you see people in movies, or maybe you might have been through, people listen to the voicemail of somebody that passed away over and over to hear their voice.
Right.
That's what that video is.
That's what for them. That's everything. Like, my aunt was thanking me. She was like, "Thank y'all so much for, you know, being able to record that." Like, and that's another thing too. Being a YouTuber is, it kind of helps me just love YouTube even more, because, you know, we are YouTubers. We do joke about a lot of things, and we always try to tell y'all, like, a lot of our videos may be extreme, a lot of our videos might be sad, a lot of our videos might be, you know, funny. There's always some type of, you know, feeling that you're gonna get, some type of effect that you're gonna get from our videos, whether, you know, it's gonna make you cry, make you sad, make you mad. You know, at the end of the day, we're more than just YouTubers.
Or happy.
Or happy, yes. I didn't even say that, but and this was one of those things where it's like we were able to capture my stepdad on camera, you know, in his raw, pure form. Like, this is content that we're able to give y'all because we're so extreme with our content. Like, that was a last minute video that we, you know what I'm saying?
I came up with it. He
came up with it.
I was like, I need to shoot a video. He was here, and I got him.
Because that video was actually shot. That video was actually shot last year, because I saw some people were like, how is this video just coming out and he's dead? Right,
that's a video from a year ago in our same house. You can tell my braids are shorter. If you pay attention, my braids are like this long, you know.
Right, So that video was from last year. They actually came down here to visit. I'm happy that Jeff was able to come here and see my life and how we're living, and, you know, bless my home, you know, because.
Which was the last time we saw him?
That was the last time, was it? Yeah, that was the last time we saw Jeff.
It was.
Wow.
Last time we saw him. That video that y'all saw, that trip was the last time we had seen him.
Wow, yeah, because they came. Okay, so what happened was they came here
literally like a year and a month ago.
Month ago, they came here and to get the girls for spring break, because when they came here, my girls had they was on break.
Oh, so no, it wasn't a year ago then. It was more than a year ago.
No, it wasn't, because remember, that was the time when my girls had their dance thing.
Yeah, it was spring.
Oh no, it was summer. No, it was summer. I'm lying. Okay, it was summer, because my girls had their dance, their big dance performance that they have every year.
They just had like a month ago.
They just had it a month ago. Okay, yeah. So they came down here to get them for the summer.
Yeah. To bring them to Atlanta for her.
Yeah, to bring them to Atlanta to be with their dad. Right. And my mom and Jeff, they attended the dance performance, and that's, y'all probably saw the pictures at the end of the last video. They were at their dance performance. That was last year. And yeah, that was. I
mean, she had that, like, the day, you know, usually put out videos like every other day, and it was a day, and the day that we're supposed to put a video out was the day this happened. So I was like, you know what, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do no video today.
Yeah.
She came with the idea, let's just repost that time you pranked him. Let's just post it again.
Yeah.
So we did, and you know what? It really touched the family,
right?
Because they actually saw it,
and they know that that's him. They're like,
wow. The ones that didn't see it probably went and watched it because they asked us what our channel is. For the ones that didn't know, and we told them. So probably, and most of the people in that room just went and watched that video.
Yeah.
And they all got the opportunity to see that.
To see Jeff like that. And it's like when you're watching videos, you know, it brings you, it definitely, you know, because a lot of people don't know when these videos are recorded. A lot of our stuff are pre-recorded. You know, sometimes we post the same day. It just depends. So, you know, when they're looking at that, they're like, wow, you know, it almost makes you feel like Jeff is still here. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just so much personality and so much just liveness in that video. Like, you know, it was almost as if it's still here. Now we do have other videos that Jeff was in. The one with Jerry.
Yeah, for those of y'all who knows Jerry is like an alternate personality.
And then
we got Jerry.
We got Jerry. And then
there's another video we did the
fart spray.
It was a fart spray prank where we went through a whole like her sister, brother-in-law, and Jeff and their mom. And we were playing spades. We were spraying the fart spray stuff under the table. Ooh.
And Jeff was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yo, that's if you ain't seen it. See, the thing is, it was like we had the camera hidden so well that
nobody knew. Nobody knew
the
nothing.
The angle wasn't like perfect. You feel me? That was the only thing about the video. But nobody knew nothing. It was just straight up crazy. And just like that, because the way I got on that video was the camera had been sitting there. It was already sitting there when he came out. So he just thought it was just sitting there the whole time. He didn't realize it was on. Caught him off guard. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man, Jeff will be truly, truly, truly missed. But I feel like, you know, my stepdad, you know, his health wasn't 100% intact. He did have, you know, diabetes, and he had to get 2 of his legs amputated. Not at the same time, but along the way. Like, he had to get one got amputated a few years ago, and I think the other one got amputated, I think sometime this year or maybe late last year.
After that video.
After that, because in that video that y'all saw, he only had 1 prosthetic leg.
He had 2.
Yeah, now after that he had to get his other leg removed. So it was just, you know, we don't really understand what happened. It could have been, you know, because he used to get a lot of bacterial infections in his legs and stuff like that. That's why they had to cut it off. So my mom was thinking maybe it spread it throughout his whole body, and you know, that's probably what it was.
Didn't get noticed properly.
And you know, that's just that. But one thing too, y'all, because we said too that we want to start doing our motivational moments again with y'all. If y'all were here with us from the beginning, y'all know motivational moments is something that we used to do a lot. And if there's one thing that Jeff always did, he was always giving us motivational talks, always giving and then he was just so pure, and like he was just so passionate about that, and just, you know, being positive and living a good life. And so that's something that we want to bring back to the channel, just on behalf of Jeff, you know. And
I do want to say something though. I want to just say that, you know, this whole situation, I felt really bad for Leia and for the family, but I also felt bad. I was pretty sad about it too, because I was cool with Jeff.
Yeah, he was.
He said to me from the time I met him, he never disrespected me, never tried me. Like, he would try to teach me stuff about how to do things, you know what I'm saying? And we had a lot of conversations. We would just sit there and talk, play chess. Me and him played chess a lot. And we would just sit there and just play chess and just talk about life. And I told him a lot of stuff about me. He told me a lot of stuff about him. Me and him actually had a lot of stuff in common. We had pretty tough lives. He had a tough life.
He did.
And I did too. And a lot of the stuff that I went through, he went through. You know, and a lot of stuff he went through, I went through. And we related a lot, and I definitely feel terrible about it. I feel bad. And when we were there at the funeral, you know, when they opened the casket, I was like, damn. It felt like he was gonna sit up and just say something, like. Yeah. But, you know.
That's the part that was the hardest thing for me to see, man. Just to see him like that, like. Yeah. That was the hardest thing for me to see.
People will think that, like, the more people that die, the easier it gets to deal with death. But I don't think that's the case. I mean, death is hard for me because I lost a lot of people. A lot of people have died that meant something to me. A lot. And because of that, I feel like it probably hits me worse. Because it's like a bunch of, it's like so many people have died that you just add into it, you know?
Yeah.
Death doesn't never go away.
That's true. It's something that's gonna always happen. It's something that's, it's a part of what?
It's a part of you.
It's a part of the human experience.
It's a part of your heart. Your heart is hurt.
Yeah.
And it never heals. Death never heals.
Yeah.
It just don't. And for people, I don't know if you've dealt with death, if y'all dealt with death, but death never heals. It's like every year you get a moment in time where you just feel it. You're like, damn. What I was saying before about Leia, when I saw the call, like, I felt bad. Like, I just kept seeing on repeat, like, her reaction. I was like, damn. You know? But
yeah, whenever it happened, and you know, my reaction, he just grabbed me and held me, like, you know, that was all, like, you know, we could do was just.
I didn't know what to do. I went to the store, got her flowers, I set her up a bubble bath, or we didn't have no bubbles, but a hot bath, and gave her the roses and got her wine. I didn't know what else to do, you know. It's just, there's nothing you can do.
And just that whole day I was just like off and on, just crying, like looking at pictures, looking at videos. It was a video where after I had got into my car accident, Jeff took care of my foot because I got stitches in my foot, and I have a video of him doing that. Like, he was wrapping my foot, changing my bandages, and, you know, making sure that it wasn't infected. Like, it was like literally like a 15-minute long video that just him just taking care of my foot and teaching me how to take care of my foot, because, you know, with diabetes and being a diabetic, he used to always get those infections on his foot. So he used to always have to, like, you know, clean his, you know, dressings, clean his foot, like his bandages changed and all that. He wrap it and all that. So he knew exactly how to take care of my foot. He already had all the stuff. Like, he had the bandages, he had the gauges, and
like I was saying, when I poured on there, you see the little white sizzle like bubbles. That means that means there's little microscopic cracks that haven't closed all the way. But since you don't see that much sizzling and bubbling, that means it's healing. That means it's healing very thoroughly.
it's my first time doing this.
For real?
I ain't never put peroxide.
I did on mine. And you look, you don't even look like I had a cut.
Peroxide cleansing very well, very good. See the sore right there? Huh? You see the little swelling around here? That'll go down. Especially once it put that compression on it, the wrap. What's your toes?
My feet don't stay up. Who said that, man?
No, he ain't talking about that.
Oh.
It smells like cheese doodles. Yeah. You ever smell somebody's foot smell like cheese doodles?
No. He said no.
I'm ready to put a little bit of compression on it now.
Not that brain, this brain. Did you know that our brain is one of the most complex things in the entire universe?
It was just like he was like my personal doctor, you know. And, you know, now I just feel like I have a personal angel now. Like, you know, I feel like, yeah, it does hurt, it sucks, but I think one thing that we don't understand about death is what hurts us, because we don't understand it. I feel like we go through so much in life physically that when we leave this physical body, our spirit doesn't have to deal with this no more. We don't have to deal with the pressures of life and the struggles and, you know, all the judgments and, you know, all the negativity. And we don't, when we leave this earth, we don't deal with things like that. We're in a more happier, more cleaner place. And I think that's one thing that I always have to remind myself is, you know, that's where
He's in a better place.
He's in a better place. Like, when people say they're in a better place,
He was in pain too.
yeah, he was in a lot of pain too. Like, you know, and
There was no more pain.
you don't have to deal with that no more. A lot of people that leave here, usually, you know, they are in pain. They are suffering. They are going through something traumatic. They are going through, you know, troubles and things like that. You just never know what people are going through, you know. And I think that's one thing, is just trying to understand, you know, death and what it is, and, you know, where they go when they're done with this life. Because it doesn't end here. Just because someone dies doesn't mean that it ends here. Like, we'll be selfish people to just want something all to ourselves, to just want, you know, our people all to ourselves, when there's a higher being that needs them way more than we do. You know what I'm saying? They have a higher purpose. They have a higher calling, and it's not just here on earth. It's somewhere else, outer earth, like out of this I don't want to say dimension, but out of this reality of what life is. You know what I mean? So I think that, you know, I see a lot of y'all commenting saying that y'all lost people. I always hate to see, you know, comments like that. I know a lot of y'all do go through that, and, you know, dealing with the pain of losing a loved one. And I feel for y'all. I know how it feels, you know. And, you know, I just hope that, you know, y'all can this can resonate with y'all somehow. You can, you know, just kind of just more so understand it and just accept it, you know. And I think, you know, the grieving process is definitely not easy. You know, you know, I think it gets better through time. I just say, just take it day by day and just pray, you know, for strength.
It gets better, but just remember, it's always going to be there. You just have to accept
Yeah,
that. You just have to accept that. Don't get depressed because it won't go away. Because you love people and they're still in your heart. You know what I'm saying? You can't just never not love them. Doesn't matter if they're, even if it's somebody that was mean to you sometimes. If you still love them, they're still gonna be there. And that's just what it is. And it's just a part of life. To be born means you have to die.
That's
One
true.
day.
That's true.
That's just what it is.
That's what it
You can't be born and never die. So
That's true.
it's a reality of everybody's lives.
I guess what I would like to say for the motivational moment. Hold on, y'all, because it's like a plane. I think what I would like to just conclude with the motivational moment is, you know, live your life to the fullest. Life, what I understand now is life is all about making memories. Because a lot of this stuff, if it wasn't for us doing YouTube and recording videos of Jeff and taking pictures and, you know, having my girls take pictures of him or with him and videos and stuff like that, I wouldn't have any memories to hold on to. I wouldn't have, those are things that's going to stay with you for a lifetime. You know, pictures and videos and stuff, like, we're blessed to have those kinds of things. We're blessed to have that kind of technology because, you know, like I said, it's something that you can always hold on to. You know, you can create a photo book, you can create an archive, or whatever the case may be, of all of your memories of your loved ones. And, you know, keep family close. You know, communicate with your family, talk to your family.
Enjoy the moment.
Enjoy.
Because a lot of times people will get so caught up in the pictures and videos that they forget to actually enjoy the time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's over, I got a picture, and it's like, just enjoy the moments and just remember that that's what matters. The memories that you share with people is what lasts for a lifetime.
Yeah.
That nobody never forgets those memories. A lot of people are just so maybe upset about other stuff and just in their mind and worried about shit that hasn't happened or already happened. Live in the moment and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because this all that you really have is what's in this moment.
Right.
Nothing else exists.
Right. And just live your life to the fullest. There's so many things on this earth, so many places to see, so many good things to do. You know, as long as you're doing things and with the intent to do good, and you're using your best judgment to make the right decisions for your life and your lifestyle, do it. Like, don't let nobody tell you can't do something, or don't let nobody tell you to hold you back. Because one thing about Jeff, he did whatever the hell he wanted to do. He was not letting nobody hold him back for nothing. That man didn't have no legs, and he was determined to walk up the street somehow. So it's like, don't let nobody tell you can't do something, because there'll be people out here that probably would have told him, oh, you can't walk. You got to walk on a stretcher for the rest of your life. You got to be in a wheelchair. No, Jeff was determined to walk. Like, we got videos of him trying to walk with his stretcher. You know what I'm saying? So don't let, you know, don't let anything stress you out. Don't let nothing hold you back. Don't let nobody hold you back. And I told my cousins this too. If I gave a damn about what people thought about me, I would have stopped doing this a long time ago. I would have never started YouTube. I would have never, you know, started up, you know, even my music journey that I went through. A lot of that stuff, like, I feel like I'm a very talented person. You know, we're all talented people. Dig into your talents. Do what it is that's in your heart to do. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't be afraid of what you might, you know, the type of judgments that might come upon you, because people gonna judge you either way. People gonna say things about you. People said all kinds of stuff about Jeff, and he still was able to conquer through that and live his life. People gonna talk about you day in and day out. You know, whether it's you doing something good or you're doing something bad, you might as well give them something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole take on just life, period. Just live your life. Live your life, because, you know, you don't ever want to go through life regretting anything. And then life is too short, as we can see. You just never know, you know, when your time is. So live your life so that people can say the same things about you when you go. You know, people can say, oh yeah, they, you know, Princess and Phlo, they didn't care what nobody thought about them. They lived their life. Or, you know, Chelsea, or, you know, Connie, or a lot of y'all, I'm just naming y'all, they lived their life. They didn't care. They lived their life to the fullest. But yeah, I just want to end that with that. Another thing we're gonna bring back to the channel, I know y'all used to like this a lot. Go ahead.
So we're gonna be doing post notification shout outs. So basically, if you comment on our videos, we're gonna choose a comment and we're gonna read it out loud and say your name. So make sure you comment. Make sure you comment something lit so we can choose you. You know, we choosing the best comments. You know, so if you got the best comment. All right. Today we're gonna do a subscriber that's been supporting us since the beginning. We appreciate the support. We've actually probably done a post notification shout out for her before, but you know what? We're starting over now. Her name is Cheryl McCrae. She said, you can read it. Cheryl McCrae. Shout out to Cheryl. She's actually a day one, and Cheryl is actually also my mom's name too.
My condolences to the family. May God keep you all close in his heart and give y'all peace. I know the feeling. I lost my mom 2 months ago. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cheryl. Oh my God. Sending lots of love and prayers. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. And you've been watching us since the beginning. So this happened during the time that you actually knew us. So I hope that you've taken something from this video.
Yeah, we hope we didn't make it too sad with this video.
Yeah.
But we appreciate your support. My mom also died. So I know the feeling. It's tough. It's a tough thing to go through.
Wow.
Just stay strong, stay up, you know. And just
and live your life. Your mom will be proud.
Don't let it get you too down because she doesn't want to see that.
Yeah.
She wants to see you happy. So just try to remember that.
And make her proud for sure.
Definitely. But all right, y'all, that's the video. You know, we want to talk to y'all about that. You know, that's why we've been gone, but we appreciate the support. We actually got mad views while we were not posting, so thank you for that, everybody who was viewing us.
Also, thank y'all for just the prayers and, you know, the positive message that y'all have been sending, because not only do I get this on YouTube, but I also get it to Instagram. Like, y'all flood me with so much love, and that's something that I needed as well. So I appreciate that so much. It really does help out a lot.
For sure. And if you haven't followed us, follow me. What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is @PrincessxPhlo.
Mine is PHlo. Follow us. That's where we put a lot of more personal stuff, and you can really get tuned in with us. We appreciate everybody's support, and we're gonna see y'all next video.
Ever since I met you, my life has changed. Yeah, changed for the better. Ever since I met you, my life has changed. Yeah, changed for the better.
Yeah, change for the better. Change for the better. Change for the better. Change for the better. Change for the better.